Pisces, welcome to your Hopes, Fears, and Reality spread. As per usual, you can click on that description box below and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each individual card. And without further ado, Pisces, you're looking to take your hands off the steering wheel. Okay. You were fighting for control of something for a while. Okay. And the fight for control gave you leverage over a situation and you were able to steer it one way or another to the point that you were doing all the work, right? Like you were the driver and the other person never took a turn and you're like, wait a minute, wait a minute. What if I drop the defense? What if I drop the driving force? And what if I let go of the steering wheel? What happens then? The fear of the situation is when you do let go of the steering wheel, and this is what you're afraid of, but you want to see if it's going to happen anyway. You're looking to test the other person's actions when you aren't in control of the situation. And what you fear is that when the pieces of the puzzle start to be exposed, when they put together, they won't be added up in your favor. It might be, and this could be a vocational read, it could be a work relationship, it could be friendship, it could be a family member, it could even be a lover. But you might feel like you're the one bringing all the resources to the party, you're the one giving, 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 and the other person is taking, taking, taking. And you're just like, wait a minute, do I want things to continue to happen that way? I thought this was a partnership. I thought this was an equal give and take. But if I'm the one doing all the work, I'm the driving force, I'm calling the shots. That's not the way this started, and it's certainly not the way I want this to finish. You know, the reality of the situation is that you bypassed a red flag, or possibly even several of them, and now you're reaping what you sow. And when you look at the truth of the matter, and I'm not saying you're bringing the energy of the truth of the matter to somebody else, but when you look at it to yourself, you're kind of beating yourself up a bit and taking all the blame for this. So sometimes shitty people do things, and sometimes shitty people do things for shitty reasons. All right. Sometimes people intend to do these things. But other times, people just become so comfortable in their environment, they just stop working, and the other person picks up the slack. Because relationships, like I said, be it a work relationship, a friendship, a family member, whatever, um, relationships work on give and take. And then sometimes one person just needs that little help or needs that boost or takes a break, and the other one takes over, and then that person keeps taking over. So, is this red flag that you bypassed? You bypassed two red flags. One of them is you completely taking over a situation and wanting it to work out so bad you were willing to put in all the effort and all the work. And the other one is when the other person just stopped putting in that effort. And now you're looking at that, you're looking at the truth of it, and you're going, oh, well, I should have seen this, I should have known this, I should have addressed it then, I should have asked. You know what I mean? Maybe I shouldn't have given so much. That's the headspace that you're in right now, is now that you're reaping what you sow from this situation, or rather they're reaping what you sowed because you're the one putting in the work and they're the one receiving the benefits. Now you're looking at it like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah. So threes are about creation. You have 1 3 in the upright and 1 3 in the inverse. And these cards have two very different energies. You're waiting and waiting and waiting on a return on investment, but you don't feel like it's coming. And you don't feel like it's coming because of this third party interference. So this is a group of people that have influence over the person that you're dealing with. And they're telling this person how they should deal with you rather than this person coming to you to see the situation. So this person is also uncomfortable in this connection. And instead of coming to you, like you're going to this person, you're willing to go to this person and you're willing to go to yourself to deal with this situation. This person isn't willing to meet you in the middle at this point. They're asking everybody else what they should do. So the truth of the matter is what might make you very uneasy in this situation is that you're recognizing that you're keeping something within the confines in the relationship and they're taking the energy outside of the relationship. So you're willing to talk to this person, you're willing to deal with it, and they're willing to go to somebody else. So the energy that you're feeling that might feel like manipulation may not even be coming from this person. It may be coming from influence of their friends and their family. I'm going to grab two more. Yeah. There's a political game being played within a personal relationship involving more people than needs to be involved. All right? You're looking at this as a relationship between you and another person. The other person is inviting other people in to influence that idea. That's why you're not getting the return on investment that you want, because you're looking for an equal partnership and they're looking for somebody to accept into their group and somebody that their group also has to accept. So you're concerned with how this person sees the relationship and how you see the relationship. This person is concerned with how everybody else sees the relationship. And something needs to be done to change that. An action needs to take place. A conversation has to happen for you guys to get back on the same page. Because if things move in this direction where you're focused on the relationship between you and this one person in order to help move that along, and they're focused on, well, what do I look like to everybody else in regards to you, then yeah, you are getting the short end of the stick. And I do see why you're letting go of the steering wheel, just to catch a glimpse of what's really happening here. What is the other person's motive? This is a very tough situation to be in, Pisces, because I feel like even if this is a work relationship, you have a great deal of respect for this person, but it kind of feels like you could lose it if they remain focused on how everybody else views you guys and how everybody else views the relationship more so than how you view the relationship. This person is putting the opinions of third parties ahead of you, which makes you feel like you're not prioritized or respected within the confines of this relationship. I would agree. Take your hands off the steering wheel. Don't put in the effort and see if this person is willing to meet you in the middle, because this isn't a conversation you can bring to them because they'll get defensive. This is a conversation they need to bring to you. But what I'm seeing here is they might be so comfortable in the situation that they may never bring that to you. And then you're left with a whole new issue and a decision that has to be made. Pisces, I feel for you. This is a really heavy energy to be in, and there's a lot of contemplation, and there's a lot of moving parts. But if somebody is prioritizing an entire group of people over you, and you're prioritizing this person over an entire group of people, then eventually this will fall apart if you don't take action and have communication now. I hope you heard a message that serves your highest good today, and I will see you next week.